Hey guys, this is Lucky Dog. We're in the kitchen again today. Today we're going to be making beef tips with red potatoes and gravy. I've made this before. It's really good. We're going to do this in the Instant Pot, so hey, follow along. Alright guys, here's the ingredients for our beef tips and onions and red potatoes and gravy. What we did is we went to Gaff's meat market the other day, and we got, this is a London broil. I chunked it up into small pieces to make tips out of it. Seemed fairly tender as I chunked it up here. We're going to be using that. We've got a good bunch of red potatoes. It seems like every time we make this, we don't have enough potatoes, so I added a few more. I think we actually did like 6 potatoes here. I chopped up an onion. Actually, I made it into slices. Got some olive oil. We use a little cornstarch for thickening. And garlic. That's garlic. I use some beef broth, some beef basting. This adds a lot of flavor to it. The soy sauce, Lawry's. We're gonna have some mushrooms in it and some peppers. So this is our ingredients for our beef tips, red potatoes with onions, gravy, and with mushrooms, so follow along. Alright guys, we've heated up the Instant Pot on the saute mode. First thing we're going to do is we put in some extra virgin olive oil, and it's all warmed up now. We're going to take our beef tips, which is like, again, this is London broil. We're going to add it to the Instant Pot here, and what we're going to do is we're going to saute this all down real nicely. This will take about 3 or 4 minutes to, we want to brown it up real nicely here. We want to make sure that the potatoes don't overcook versus the meat. Meat really don't take long, but I like to kind of let the meat saute a little bit or in the steam, so it kind of tenderizes it up. So we're going to cook these up real good, get them browned up on both sides there. Starting to brown already. Don't really don't take too long. This saute function is really nice. You start it up and it'll stay on for about 30 minutes, and gives you plenty of time to saute things up on it. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna pull the meat out after it gets browned up here. And say this is the first time we've used any of the meat that we got from Gaff's meat market. It's a new meat market in our town here. We went last week. We did a video on it. Check it out. Their prices were good. Their meat looked good, and so far, I mean, we've been impressed. We had another little thing that they bought. I think that was called a beef Wellington, and that was so good. So this is the second actually thing that we've cooked with theirs. You see we're getting the beef tips sauteed down pretty nicely. What we're going to do after this is we're going to go ahead and add onions to it and let the onions saute just a little bit here. But I'm going to take the beef tips out to do this and put other ingredients. Then we'll add them back into it. So I think right now we're going to go ahead and pull the beef tips out. All right, next thing we're going to do is we've got some onions that we cut up. We're going to put the onions in here and start to just saute them up just a little bit till they get just a little bit on the translucent side. So that's our next step. We'll saute our onion. All right, our onions are getting nice and translucent now. So what we're going to do next here is we've got, this is actually 7 ounces of mushrooms. We're going to add that along with the liquid that's inside of it. Give that a stir up. We want to, we've got some minced garlic. We're going to go ahead and add up. I like a lot of garlic, as you all know. A couple tablespoons, and then I always pour off some of that juice. And then just add just a little more for good measure. So, see, I love garlic. So we're adding the garlic to it. We're going to go ahead at this point, put our beef tips back in. Give them all nice mixed up here. So next, we want to add soy sauce. I got using soy sauce and I'm really liking it. So a couple good tablespoons of soy sauce. We want to add a little bit of just plain pepper, black pepper. Need to open this up a little bit more. And so we've peppered up. Smells good already. Alright, give that a mix up. Then the next thing we want to do is we've got this is actually a 14.5 ounce can of just regular beef broth. And I like my beef a little more beefier, so I get this beef broth base. And so I add some of this beef broth base. It's hard for me to say that, beef broth base. So we'll add a couple cubes of that into it. Give it a stir here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes. And if I feel I need a little more liquid, I have some water here. The beef broth base will kind of take up the difference. Yeah, see, we didn't quite get our potatoes covered yet, so we're going to add just a cup of water. There we go. Give this stuff a stir all up there. It smells so good, just right off the bat. All right, so pretty simple. That's all. It's all put together now. The only thing I need to do here next is hit the cancel button. And then next thing you do, put the lid on. Hit the lock button. We're going to set this to steam. We're going to set it for 10 minutes. And let it go. Next thing's a waiting game, so we'll see how it goes. 10 minutes, usually about right. It'll get the potatoes nice and done and finish cooking out the beef tips. So let's just wait. There it is, ready to go. So see you in a minute. We've cooked it 10 minutes and it's set about 3-4 minutes there to, after it cooked there, so it should be plenty done. What we're going to be doing next is adding, we took cornstarch and put like 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We got probably about a cup of water here. We'll mix this up until it's all dissolved here. There it goes. And now we can take our lid off here. Hey, it looks good. Now let's set our lid out of the way for a moment. We're going to give this give it a nice little stir up here. Oh yeah, looks good. Now the only thing we got to do is go ahead and mix up our cornstarch and water. Get that thoroughly mixed together. We're going to dump that in here. And this will help thicken it up. Give that a nice stir in there so we start to make a nice gravy. And see, everything is all done up together. The one pot, you have your mashed potatoes, well actually your cut up red potatoes, along with your gravy, your meat, and everything is going to be all done as one unit. There it is, guys. It's all ready to go. Next thing to do is go ahead and get ready to plate it up. Alright guys, we got it all done up here and ready to plate it. Looks really good. We're gonna fix this up in a bowl. Get a little bit of the potatoes and the meat and the gravy all together and the mushrooms. There we go. all plated up here. Hey guys, today we're going to have a sea cow milk stout along with our beef tips and red potatoes. This one comes from Saltwater Brewery. This has 38 IBUs. We talked about IBUs the last time, International Bittering Units, which is a little hoppier, but it will cover the IBUs. The more balance, or the more malts and that's in there, the more IBUs you can without being overly bitterly. So this has 6% alcohol. It has 38% IBUs. Saltwater Brewing Company. That's here in Florida, here in Delray Beach, Florida. So it's one of the Florida beaches. It's got a picture of a sea cow on the front of it, you know. So that's a typical Florida brewery. So we're going to have this along with the thing. There we have it, guys. We're all plated up here, ready to give it a try. We're going to pair this today with a sea cow milk stout. We've had one of these before. It comes from Saltwater Brewery. So what we're going to do is have a milk stout along with our beef tips and red potatoes. All right, guys, we're going to open up our milk stout here. Again, it had a picture of a sea cow or a manatee right on the front of it. Saltwater Brewing here in Delray Beach. It's a nice dark beer. This has a lot of flavor to it. This will go good with a hearty, this not quite a beef stew, but similar to a beef stew. So let's give this a little try. I know it's going to be kind of hot. Oh, came out good. Let's try a little bit of the potatoes. That meat's fall apart tender. It's really, really good. Potatoes are delicious. Again, Gaff's meat market here in DeLand, a new meat market mocked up. The meat's really great. This is supposedly a little tougher cut of beef, but this thing is just fall apart done. So we'll have a little bit of the, what a good pairing, milk stout. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hey, if you liked our little video here on the beef tips, give us a thumbs up. If you got any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section below. And again, if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell at the top. It'll let you know whenever we get a new video out. So hope you guys enjoyed. Happy eating. We'll see you guys the next time. Hey guys, if you want to order some merchandise, we have stickers available. We have coffee chat mugs, and we have t-shirts. Just click the area where the description below, and you can order it. The stickers are $5 each, and you can put your address there, and so we know where to mail them to. So if you want any merchandise, you can click the description area.